Got some Illinois scheduling news last night per John Rothstein. Tennessee and Illinois have finalized an agreement to meet this upcoming season, December 6th, in Nashville at Bridgestone Arena. And then at some point down the line, there will be a return game, also on a quote unquote neutral site at the United Center in Chicago. Illinois and Tennessee are obviously two of the I would call them premier programs in college basketball in the last couple of years. Both Brad Underwood and Rick Barnes have been consistently putting top 15, top 10 teams on the floor year after year after year. These are also two teams that played each other last season in an on-campus game in Champaign and came down to the wire. Tennessee escaped with a 2-point victory, but there was drama late. It was really fun. You think back the year before, Terrence Shannon and Marcus Damask went on the road to play Tennessee. And another fun game. Tennessee's gotten the best of Illinois twice now, but it appears Brad Underwood and Rick Barnes really like each other and want to keep doing this annually at this point. So, do you like this matchup? What's your reaction? How marquee does this feel in the big college basketball landscape to you?
Yeah, I do. Like these are two level of programs that are typically good annually. Like no matter what, these coaches find a way to figure it out. These programs attract a high level of talent. So you can schedule these however far in the future, and I feel confident they're going to be high level matchups. I wish they were on campus. Like I feel like last year's game would be a lot less fun if it was in the United Center as opposed to on campus at Illinois. So I wish there was some on campus aspect to this here because the United Center may be a dull atmosphere. Bridgestone Arena may be a dull atmosphere, but the fact that these two are getting together and scheduling these, I think, is a good thing for both programs. A good thing for college basketball as well. Anytime we can get more high-profile matchups during college football season before people flip over to basketball in February, the better.
Yeah, I think it's good scheduling from both sides because it's a game that's going to get everybody's attention. Is probably like a college game day type candidate, although I don't know how much they want to go to neutral sites. They probably want to go on campus, but like it's the game of the day type thing for Illinois
Yeah.
and Tennessee. And they've been great games. Both of these games, the first two times, have been pretty awesome games with a lot of talent on the floor. I also love the fact that it's an orange on orange matchup. Just throwing that out there. Could we maybe make this an orange invitational and get Texas involved? Maybe Auburn involved, and it's just everybody bring their orange jerseys. I'm just throwing it out there, just saying. But on a serious note, I think it's smart scheduling because, respectfully to both programs, it's going to be a game that gets everyone's attention, that is a guaranteed top 25 opponent, quad 1A type win if you get it, a loss that doesn't hurt your resume.
Hmm.
This video is presented by Underdog Fantasy, and they've got a free pick tonight that you're going to want to take advantage of. Anthony Edwards to score over 0.5 points. Ant scores every single playoff game, as far as I know. Card, has he ever not scored?
Not since I've been alive, and that's 32 years for those wondering out there.
That pick sounds extremely free. Promo code SLEEPERS as a first-time depositor at Underdog Fantasy. You can get up to $1,000 in bonus bets and a free pick. This is the shortest ad read we've ever done. You're welcome. Back to the video. But you're also not scheduling Duke at Madison Square Garden in February, where you lose by the biggest number in school history. Like, if we're going to do a neutral game every year, if I'm Illinois, Tennessee is a great one. There's no risk I'm going to lose by 50. And if I'm Tennessee, I think I feel the same about Illinois, right?
I was gonna say this, but I didn't want to seem disrespectful because I do not mean respect by it or disrespect by it. Um, but I think both these programs are on the same tier, which helps with this. Where you're not blue bloods, you're not consistent title contenders, but you are consistent good teams, consistent conference title contenders. And so when you are able to match up with a program that is on your level, I think it adds to how it helps your team. I think it adds to the intrigue in the game because, going into next year, look at both of these teams, and I don't think we're talking about Illinois or Tennessee as title contenders, but both of them will likely make the second weekend. You're going to find out a lot about your team. Like this to me is a like 4 or 5 game in the round of 32 or a 2-3 game in the Sweet 16.
Yeah. No, totally
And
agree.
so
Totally agree.
those are the games that both of these programs have to win. And so to get like a kind of test with that in December, I think helps both programs more than going to MSG and getting your ass kicked by an awesome Duke team.
Is it fair to say that Tennessee's been the better program in the 2 years since they've started this series?
Yes. But that's not
Mostly
to say
just because
Illinois
of
has been
last year.
bad. Tennessee's just been phenomenal.
Yeah, I feel like they were almost identical in caliber the year before. Tennessee was probably
Yeah.
a little notch ahead, but like they were both Final Four worthy teams the year before. And
Yes.
Illinois actually advanced, I think, further in March. Or did they? Did Tennessee play Purdue in the Elite Eight?
Tennessee played Purdue in the day because we got the Zach Edey Dalton Connect
Yep.
show.
So both the same. That was the game where Zach Edey said he had a boner after also. So just that's how I remember. Rick Barnes was in the background when that moment was going on. But no, I completely agree with your points here. Here's the one caveat I have. There's something very unique about Brad Underwood in all of his tenure at Illinois, where he has matchups he dominates, and then he has matchups he gets dominated. Like, for whatever reason, Brad Underwood cannot beat Maryland. It's just been the story of his tenure. They get him every single year. They go into Champaign and beat him. Makes no sense. And then he's what, like 9-0 against Michigan? They dog walk Michigan every time. So look, there are obviously ones that are more 50-50 here, but they're more than most coaches, truly. You look through it. Brad Underwood has like struggled with certain coaches and dominated others. He's 0-2 against Rick Barnes. Do you think that Rick Barnes is going to be another one of those that it's tough for Brad Underwood to find victories against, or do you think it's just a small sample size?
I think it's a small sample size because Rick Barnes is a similar coach in that regard. And I think we're singing a different tune with this. Maybe Underwood has Barnes's number if Jordan Gainey doesn't go to length of the court and the layup as time expires.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Also, stop the ball, Kasparis, please, for the love of God. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would just maybe, as an Illinois fan, like, can we find a matchup that we've won a couple times in a row to keep playing? Now that's Missouri. They've won a couple straight, and I think Missouri's still on the schedule, which is good. They're always on the schedule. But like, I don't know. You beat Cal, and then you took the Avicii brother. Can we get Calipari back on the schedule?
That would bode well.
That would
That would
bode
bode very
better
well.
than Rick Barnes, I think. But I don't know. Either way, Brad can flip the script this year. Illinois can get a big neutral site win in Bridgestone Arena in Nashville.